Throw any object into the air, and its trajectory is governed by gravity and momentum. But the returning boomerang shatters that intuition. Thrown across the outback, it doesn't fall in a parabolic curve. It carves a massive looping arc. As forward speed decays, the object banks sharply, lays itself flat to hover, and floats back to land exactly where it was released. This creates a physical mystery. How does a simple piece of carved wood bypass the intuitive mechanics of a falling projectile? The answer isn't in the wood itself. To understand the return, we have to map the invisible architecture of the air it moves through. This distinct circular flight is part of a prehistoric technology. Wooden artifacts like those found at Wright Swamp show that these tools have been in use for 11,000 years. These heavy, straight-flying wooden hunting sticks were utilized for blunt force trauma by ancient cultures. The returning boomerang is a different engineering system entirely. It was engineered as a specialized aerial decoy. Thrown over marshlands, its swooping flight pattern mimicked a diving bird of prey, frightening ducks into low-altitude flight where they could be caught in prearranged nets. Aboriginal Australians were the sole creators of this returning technology, demonstrating a deep mastery of environmental physics. The returning boomerang is an engineering anomaly, a tool that successfully exploited complex fluid dynamics millennia before they were formally categorized. If we freeze the motion right before a throw, we can see the tool's defining engineering secret: incidence. Traditional makers heated green timber over fire coals, allowing them to twist the wood and set a positive angle of attack. Without this thermal modification, the object remains a standard throwing stick. It will fly straight and will not return. This diagram highlights the requirements for a successful launch. The boomerang must be released nearly vertically, with a specific layover angle between 5 and 20 degrees from the zero axis. The release mechanic requires a violent wrist snap. This generates the massive rotational spin necessary to activate the twisted wings. This specific combination of structural twist and rapid vertical spin creates the essential foundation for an impossible looping flight path. In mid-flight, the boomerang experiences velocity asymmetry. As it spins, the top blade moves with the flight direction, while the bottom moves against it. This creates a pressure differential. The upper arm generates a significant surplus of lift compared to the retreating blade. Logically, this extreme lift imbalance should cause the boomerang to immediately flip over and crash. But the boomerang is a rigid-body gyroscope, and gyroscopes react to uneven torque through a phenomenon called precession. Precession redirects the uneven lift 90 degrees out of phase. Instead of flipping the object over, it converts that upward force into a steady leftward turning torque. The lift imbalance doesn't destroy the flight, it becomes the steering wheel that carves the circular path. If the boomerang only turned left, it would eventually lose its forward momentum and fall like a stone. Flying parallel to the wind, the trailing arc blades create secondary precession. This torque slowly twists the spinning plane from vertical to horizontal. The ratio between these two precessions acts as a structural constant. This determines if the final flight pattern will be an O or an 8. To stay aloft, the boomerang executes two competing gyroscopic maneuvers simultaneously. In its final phase, the boomerang hovers flat, safely descending toward the thrower. The flight ends with a sandwich catch, where the thrower claps their palms together parallel to the spin plane, avoiding the fast-moving wingtips. Modern mathematics uses Navier-Stokes fluid dynamics and rigid body mechanics to model this trajectory. The resulting radius equation proves that the size of the return loop is a constant for each specific boomerang. Investigating these equations numerically allows researchers to confirm that the flight path is a predictable result of the tool's physical properties. This aerodynamic masterpiece was forged in the outback, using fire, wood, and millennia of observation. The Aboriginal creators achieved intuitive mastery over the same aerodynamic forces that govern modern aviation. The returning boomerang proves that engineering genius is not tied to advanced materials. Sometimes it is simply a piece of wood perfectly tuned to catch the sky.
Do you have any ideas for my next video? Just write them down in the comments below, and I will explain it in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.